Talking to clients is hard, let me make it easy. Your palms are sweating. You're staring at that client email and you've read it for the 17th time. Every sentence feels like a trap, and that little cursor in the reply window is just blinking, mocking you. You can feel it in your gut. This project is about to go sideways. One wrong word, one tiny misstep, and the whole thing could blow up, taking the relationship, the timeline, and your sanity right along with it. We have all been there. That feeling of walking on eggshells, so focused on not messing up that you can barely move forward. It turns out, poor communication is the #1 complaint clients have about freelancers. It leads to missed deadlines, endless revisions, and that sinking feeling that you're failing even when you're working your tail off. But what if it didn't have to be this hard? What if you had a simple, repeatable system that could turn even the most tense, confusing, or downright scary client conversations into productive partnerships? Well, you can, and today I'm going to give it to you. Section 1, the real problem, why communication breaks down. Before we get to the fix, we have to understand the real problem. Client communication doesn't fall apart because you're bad at your job or because your client is a monster. It fails because you're both working without a shared playbook. Think about it. You've got your process, your way of doing things, your communication style. The client has theirs. And the gap between those two worlds, that's where chaos is born. Vague project scopes turn into guessing games. Delayed replies create friction and feel disrespectful, and using technical jargon just makes clients feel frustrated and out of the loop. These aren't just little annoyances, they're cracks in the foundation of your entire professional relationship. And over time, those cracks grow into huge gaps of mistrust and misunderstanding. A client who feels ignored or undervalued won't just be difficult, they'll leave. The good news is all of this is preventable. You don't need to be a mind reader or a world-class diplomat. You just need a framework. A framework I call ACE, align, clarify, and execute. It's simple, it's easy to remember, and it will completely change how you work with every single client. Section 2, the ACE framework. Step 1, align. The first, and honestly, the most important step is to align. This happens before the real work even begins. This is where you write the rules of the game together. Most of the headaches and heartaches you'll face later on can be traced right back to a failure to align on expectations at the start. A good contract is a great start, but this goes deeper. Alignment means getting crystal clear on 3 things: the goal, the process, and the communication. First, the goal. You need to understand not just what the client wants, but why they want it. Ask questions like, what does a home run look like for this project? Or, if this works out perfectly, what business goal will we have achieved? Sometimes a client asks for one thing, but what they really need is a solution to a bigger problem. When you understand their why, you stop being just another freelancer and become a strategic partner. Second, the process. How are we actually going to get this done? This is where you set boundaries and manage expectations around things like revisions, feedback, and timelines. Be specific. You could say something like, my process includes 2 rounds of revisions. I'll send the first draft by Tuesday. You'll have 48 hours to send back your feedback, and I'll deliver the final version 3 days after that. This stops the dreaded death by 1,000 revisions that kills your profit and your will to live. Third, communication. This is where you nail down the how and when. Agree on where you'll talk. Is it email? A tool like Trello, Slack, and then let them know your response times. A simple line like, just so you know, I check and reply to emails twice a day around 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. This helps me carve out dedicated focus time to do great work on your project, is a game changer. It shows you're organized and you respect their time while also protecting your own. By loading up the front end of your project with this kind of alignment, you're not having a tough conversation. You're building a roadmap to success together, and that creates instant trust. Section 3, the ACE framework. Step 2 of the framework is to clarify. If alignment is the foundation, clarification is the day-to-day maintenance that keeps everything from falling apart. No matter how well you plan, questions will pop up, new ideas will surface, misunderstandings will happen. The trick is to handle them with proactive clarity. This all comes down to active listening. When a client gives you feedback or makes a request, Your first job isn't to reply, it's to understand. One of the quickest ways to frustrate a client is to make them feel like you aren't actually listening. So, use this powerful technique, paraphrase what they said back to them. For example, "Okay, I want to make sure I'm getting this right. It sounds like the current design feels a bit too corporate, and you're hoping for something with a more vibrant, energetic feel to connect with a younger audience. Is that about right?" This one little trick does 3 amazing things. First, it confirms you actually understood them, so you don't waste time working on the wrong thing. Second, it makes the client feel heard and respected. Third, it gives them a chance to correct you before it becomes a real problem. And don't be afraid to ask questions to dig deeper. Vague feedback like, "I just don't like it," is useless. Gently guide them by asking, "Can you tell me a little more about what's not working for you? Is it the color, the layout, the overall tone?" This helps them give you the actionable feedback you actually need. Part of this is also dropping the jargon. Avoid overly technical terms that make a client feel small or confused. Your goal is to be understood, not to sound smart. When a client understands what's going on, they feel more in control and are way more likely to trust you. Section 4, the ACE framework. Step 3, execute and evaluate. This is where the rubber meets the road. You deliver on your promises and close the loop, reinforcing all the trust you've built so far. Execution is more than just doing the work. It's about communicating while you do the work. Don't leave your client in the dark. Send regular, quick updates. Even an email that says, "Hey, just wanted to let you know everything is on track for our deadline next week," works wonders. It prevents client anxiety and shows you're on top of it. And if a problem does pop up, because sometimes they do, be upfront about it. Don't hide it. Address it head on, explain what's happening, and come with a solution. For example, "Hi, client name. Quick heads up. We ran into a small technical snag that's going to add about a day to the timeline. To make up for it, I've already started on the next phase. Here's the updated delivery schedule." An approach like this turns a potential disaster into a moment where you prove how professional and capable you are. Then, after you deliver, you have to evaluate. Ask for feedback. It doesn't need to be a long, formal survey. Just a simple, "Now that we've wrapped up, I'd love to know how the process felt on your end. Is there anything I could do to make our next project together even better?" This does 2 things. First, you get priceless information on how to improve your own business. Second, it shows the client you care about their experience, not just their money. It proves you're in this for the long haul. This one small step can be the biggest reason you get repeat business and referrals. Section 5, using ACE in the minefield, handling difficult clients. So, what about when you're dealing with a genuinely difficult client? The screamer, the scope creeper, the ghoster. The beauty of the ACE framework is that it gives you a calm, logical system to fall back on when things get emotional. If a client is being aggressive or overly critical, your gut reaction is to get defensive. Don't. Your calm is your superpower here. Immediately default to clarify. Say, "I can hear you're frustrated and I want to fix this. To make sure I understand, can you walk me through the specific parts that aren't working for you?" This moves them from just venting emotions to finding logical points you can actually solve. For the client who is constantly trying to add more work, we all know scope creep, you fall back on a line. You can say, "That's a really interesting idea. Based on the plan we agreed on, this would be a new addition. I'd be happy to put together a separate estimate for that. Do you want me to go ahead and do that?" See? It's not a confrontation. It's a calm statement that points back to the rules you both agreed on. It reframes their small ask as a business decision. And for the client who disappears for weeks and then shows up with an urgent request, you lean on a line again, refer back to the timeline you both set. As per our project plan, we needed that feedback by last Wednesday to stay on track. I can definitely make those changes, but it will push our final delivery date to next Friday. Please let me know how you'd like to proceed. It makes the consequences of their delay clear without blaming them. The ACE framework gives you a script for when you need it most. It lets you stay calm, professional, and in control. Conclusion. Talking to clients doesn't have to be this hard. It doesn't have to feel like you're walking through a minefield. The next time you feel that anxiety creeping in, Just remember to ACE it. Align on the plan before you start. Clarify everything along the way, and execute like a pro, then evaluate the result. This isn't just some fluffy communication tip. It's a system for building real trust and creating partnerships that actually last. It puts you back in the driver's seat and turns your most dreaded conversations into your greatest strength. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the single toughest client situation you've ever had to deal with? Drop it in the comments below. Reading through the stories is one of the best ways we can all learn and get better together. And if you found this helpful and want more real-world advice to level up your business, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.